So this, Jesus, the big old image. You could start. I'm gonna try to bring up the actual quote. It wasn't even that like big of a deal, but it's
so pretty much as you can see.
Get the image.
Obviously, it's still ongoing that the whole Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. Now, the biggest hurdle that is happening right now is, of course, the UK, stopping it at the moment right now because they're trying to do their investigation to be like, okay, should we let this happen because of, the whole monopoly thing and all that. Now, one of the people that was in the committee, Cardozo, actually wrote a tweet.
You got the tweet there? Or you want me to read
it? You could read the tweet because I didn't write that tweet.
For quote, he said, and this is like they did. It's because it's a big deal, and him saying this was taken real quick.
Because normally things like that, it would be missed. It would not.
Yeah.
But because what's happening, it's what brought it up. Go ahead. What did he say?
Let's see. I'm trying to. Where is it? Yeah, Commissioner Member Ricardo Cardozo said in the tweet that the body was, end quote, working to ensure you will still be able to play Call of Duty on other consoles, parentheses, including my PlayStation.
The thing is,
you can't choose a side while you're dealing with the legality of a damn acquisition, dude.
That was what people had issues with because, yes, we agree. It would be nice to have things, but when you say my PlayStation, it was literally that little thing that caused this huge uproar to happen because when you're in investigations like this, you cannot be biased one way or the other.
In courtesy of Kotaku, a statement was released after the fact and it stated, the commission clarified that Cardozo is not involved in the body's investigation as he works in the Director General for the Internal Market. The investigation is being handled by a separate department, the Decorative General for Competition. The commission also notes that Cardozo tendered his remarks in a personal capacity as, end quote, indicated clearly in his Twitter profile. In other news, retweets are not endorsements. So in a way, he was just expressing how he feels about the matter that's related to everybody else.
But because of what he said, people just assume that, oh my God, they're a breach of thing, or oh my God, you can't be doing that if he's investigating. But first, see, he's not part of it.
He's within the right to do so, but because he's in that body, they just, oh snap, they're gonna ban it now. They're gonna do it now. I personally believe it's not gonna go through.
Well, we'll
I
see.
personally think it's not gonna go through.
Because remember, people are saying that. Well, I've been reading and stuff that if everything goes through, it looks like it'll probably go through by June of next year. If I remember correctly.
But it won't. I don't think it will. The only way this is going to happen and go through
is if Call of Duty is multi-platform.
No.
Oh.
They get rid of King. They split King. And they have the no breaking at all of Call of Duty.
Yeah, because if they want to make exclusive a new IP that's exclusive to Xbox, be my guest. That is fine. But when games like Call of Duty have been multi-platform for how long? That's what I'm saying. And then you all of a sudden be like, okay, I'm buying you. You're making games for my system now, and that's it. There's a reason why people are saying that this is a monopoly, that this should not be happening.
But the thing is, you should when you buy something, right, and it's going to be on a competitor that is your competitor, the first thing you do, you ain't making them over there anymore. You're going to be making them over here.
Exactly.
But because the magnitude of this game itself changes the landscape of a console.
We reported last week that the game made $1 billion in like 10 days. $800 million in like a weekend. And I'm pretty sure a good chunk of those is from the Sony systems.
Most of it was from Sony.
Exactly. I'm sure it was. I'm not sure. I don't know the exact figures, but I'm sure there was.
Let's do some homework.
Oh, is there exactly?
I think it was, yeah.
Because all I know is they made $1 billion within 10 days and $800 million within that weekend. I remember that was the announce.
I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit, but you want to.
Yeah, first 10 days. Yeah, because I figured it was the first 10 days.
10 days, huh? I thought it was even shorter.
But usually, because it's been said before that most of the players that buy Call of Duty are PlayStation players.
Yep. Which Microsoft has stated in their arguments to claim that Sony is the market leader, so they can go about buying their own.
So they wanna say that so they could take away their things and put it into Xbox, so they could be the market leader, and then they could be their own problem. Like Xbox, you just said yourself that the reason why is that Call of Duty is, PlayStation has more Call of Duty games. So now you want to be the leader of all the Call of Duty games. So all the PlayStation owners will somehow go into Xbox to play Call of Duty, which, let's be real, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. People love their games. Some people, like, their only games that they play is Call of Duty. And if they go to Xbox just to play their Call of Duty because that's the only way they could play it, people probably would do so, right?
Right. And now here's the funny part. Courtesy of IGN, a press release of Business Wire says, courtesy of Business Wire, Modern Warfare 2 crossed $1 billion in worldwide sales through its first 10 days, dating back to launch of October 28, 2022. The previous franchise best was held by 2012's Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which took 15 days to hit the billion mark. And they made the biggest opening weekend, which you referenced.
Yeah, which is
800 million worldwide, passing 2011's Modern Warfare 3 for the biggest first weekend in Call of Duty history, which is crazy because I thought the first Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for me was a bigger impact than even Modern Warfare 3.
Remember, we was working at the time when that released. We did all the midnight releases.
Yeah, so I think we were just physically there selling the product, not seeing the impact.
It felt like that.
But see, Modern Warfare 3 was good, but wasn't like Black Ops 2 was better to me. But each his own, whatever. Yeah. But it is. But it's a big deal, and it's a big deal to the point that they have an investigation to hold off this acquisition or at least do it. But you have to break up a few companies, and I swear, if they break up a few companies, that's what's going to happen.
I think honestly, you're right. That's probably the only way this will go through.
And if it doesn't go through, they're going to pay that penalty. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way. To be honest with you, thing's huge. King already, and nobody talks about that. But King is crazy. Candy Crush, bro.
Mobile games make bank because of the coined term whales.
Oh, jeez.
You don't know that term?
That's a terrible term. It sounds brutal.
Pretty much, it's like a select few people who spend a ridiculous amount of money on mobile games.
Mm.
Games like Genshin Impact,
yep.
Fate Order, things like that have like money, like you buy stuff with like money and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like, they don't make you like buy the things, but there's certain people that like want to buy because they want to be the best at the game. So they spend hundreds and thousands.
So they buy the way to success.
Pretty much. So those people, those little fraction of people, is
you need
what
to get the
makes
butt whooped.
Big money.
Not being spoiled and get that butt whooped. That ass beat. What you talking about?
That's pretty much.
You're supposed to fail and get back up and try again. You don't go, I feel, well, I'm gonna get some money so I can pay this so I can be the best ever. That's dumb.
Unfortunately, how it is.
Dumb. Do you know Battlefield? That's when I really got offended. When I was playing Battlefield, I think it was 4, and they offered everything in the game for $200. As soon as they offered the whole game with every other extra for $200, I got murked everywhere
because people bought it.
Because people bought it. They spent $200 on that fancy ass sniper rifle with no recoil and aim in my face every single time. Mm-hmm. It is beyond BS. And I still didn't buy the $200 to do that.
Yeah, because people like that, like if they want to win or if they want to get good or whatever they want to think about, they want to do things like that. So that's why they spend that kind of money.
Sad.
It is really sad.
Sad.